goodness.
Oh, it's lights.
Oh, we're not used to so much light. Oh, the light. There is some truth to that, though, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Hey, I would love a little sip of that.
And that was funny.
This is a gift from someone a long time ago. She's still part of the Purple Door, but she doesn't, she's so busy, she hardly gets to interact anymore. Side by side or miles apart, witches will always be connected by heart. And that's supposed to be Sonia, and that's AJ, that's me, Gussie, in the back, on the back of the broom. We are together but miles apart. She lives in Oregon. That's Oregon for you East Coasters
And Midwesterners.
and Midwesterners, right? Some Midwesterners. Anywho, uh, wherever you hail from, we're glad to have you here. Um, it is 4:20-ish tea and taro, and I'm actually drinking a little bit of Grimm's coffee, to be honest with you, because it tastes good today. I mean, some days coffee just doesn't hit the spot for me. I'm a tea person, but some days coffee.
I did something a little different to this instant coffee that you typically don't like.
I usually turn up my nose. You're correct.
I crammed about a pound of sugar in this cup.
Oh, no wonder I like it. Ah, jeez. You can have that, sir.
I don't typically put sugar in my coffee, but just for whatever reason today it was sugar it up.
Sugared up. We'll have to remember that for the
Sugared
duck
up.
name. Who's gonna want to be called Sugar? Sugar. Dun 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 dun. Ah, somebody. That's got to remind somebody of someone out there, because that song just came flying into my head. You know how that works. Dun 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 dun. Ah, honey, honey, bum 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 bum. You are my candy Graham.
I don't know this word. The song's.
You don't know that song?
I do not know the words to that song.
Come on.
I don't know that song.
What? Sugar bum bum ba dum bum bum. Ah, honey, honey. You do know it. I'm not singing it right or something. You have to know this song. It's like iconic from our childhood.
Oh, honey, honey.
I don't know. Someone in our comments
That's
is
what
gonna.
Jamie said. Oh, honey, honey.
Well,
I don't
something.
know.
I don't know, but I'm loving that song right now. We all need to play that one when we're done with this. Somebody go play it right now. It's a great song.
Post that in the Musicians Guild.
Uh,
So I know what it sounds like.
that makes me think. I just thought about this a couple days ago as well. Some of you may recall, and some of you, this may be a little before your time. Scrim and I have been doing live streams like this for quite a few years now, I guess, really. But there was a time when we were in the middle of, I think it was we used to do live at 7-ish every night during COVID 2020. And I think it was during one of those that I suddenly stopped and I said, somebody's ancestor just shared with me the Yellow Submarine song from the Beatles. Do you remember that?
I do remember
We
that.
all live in a yellow submarine. And I still, to this day, that comes back to me from time to time, because there were two people that reached out that that song had a deep connection to.
So now you're wondering if this one has a deep connection?
Well, I always wonder when a song pops into my head like that. I always have to wonder.
JB said, I called Brennan my honeypot through his childhood. The Archies from Angie Turley.
Yes, the Archies. That's right. Oh, I gotta go listen to them after this. One time it was the song, and we were living at the Covenstead, Graham. I remember, because I was sitting at my duckering station.
This brought up a topic.
We were sitting at the duckering table,
right?
And the song, It's coming to me. Hold on. A lot of you will know this one, especially if you're around my age anywhere. Uh, she ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. You remember that one? She ran calling wildfire.
Oh, I do. Yeah,
Forgive my singing. I love to sing. But
that one I do recall.
but yeah, and it was like strong, and I think we even talked about that song
I think we did.
that day or
as
something.
as you've been talking about the music, it reminds me of this. I cannot remember the life of me, that organization that you volunteered with for a while in Port Townsend.
Songwriting works.
Songwriting works.
Right.
And how they used music to help people through dementia and memory issues.
Right. I want to say I was employed by them briefly.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was working, and then I started working for the hotel, and I couldn't keep both hats on. It was too difficult. But yes, it was a wonderful organization. I don't know that it's still going or not, but the woman that ran it was doing all kinds of fundraising essentially to help fund more research between the connection between music and dementia and Alzheimer's, or cognitive decline. That
But
was a really cool.
But the reason it kind of made me click also is because in divination, I have an easier time connecting with cards or any form of divination if I've got some sort of music playing in the background.
Oh, absolutely, me too.
It's I think you're that way with your creativity. If you've got a music going on in the background, is that it, so? It makes me wonder: is music sort of like a vibrational key to the spiritual? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a really good way to put it, because well, everything is vibrational frequency.
right?
So, and that's why when we talk about those, I just did a reading right before this 420, and the witch that I was speaking to, I reminded her to check out 432HZ on YouTube, because a lot of us forget, or sometimes we think of that 432HZ channel and we listen to it at night, but
Yeah.
really, my friend Patience reminded me a couple of months ago, you can listen to that any time of the day. If you're feeling anxious or you want to take some time to meditate a little or just chill, to get re-grounded, I guess,
Yeah.
check into one of those HZ channels on YouTube. But we were talking about how with each one of those frequencies, it helps heal the different frequencies of different associations, correspondences
Yes.
to the human body and emotional self as well. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. That's what the Om is all about too. When
It's a
people do the
vibrational key
Om,
to unlock a
it's a
door.
vibrational key. Yep, it's a great way to put it. I love that.
Huh.
If nobody has claimed that one yet, we need to claim that. But I'll bet you somebody through the ages has claimed
Oh, I'm sure.
one. That sounds like. But that's a good way to put it. It once you are able to vibrate at that same frequency, then then it's easier to get that key and be the recipient of it, and then shift to an even higher perspective. It is very similar to a video game. I hate to say that. Maybe we are indeed in a matrix. I mean, that would not surprise me in the least bit. But it is very video game esque. But it's just that we can't see. There's nothing that tells us how many points we're getting and how many lives we have left. And there's no way that we can measure that.
And each life that we live is a different level in this game, or are there levels for each life?
It's like we chose, some video game, the Blind Pack edition. You will enter this game without any concept of who the fuck you are,
What
as a
the will
helpless, blind little infant.
you will have no clues, hints, or understanding whatsoever of the concept premise of the game.
Right. All you got to do, you can't go online and say, what do they call it? It wouldn't be considered a hack, but in the video game,
Cheat code.
cheat code, right? What's the cheat code? Thank you. for blah blah blah. Well, we can't do that. All we can do is go. Does anybody else have like reoccurring anxiety attacks? Like
Or
we.
is the cheat code that, like we were just talking about, that harmonization with different frequencies?
It is. Well, it is. It is that, and that's why I've been trying to tell people recently. Keep yourself as in a high vibration. Keep yourself up on the upper levels of the strings, not in the lower levels right now. There's already a lot going on down there. There's a lot of activity in that lower vibrational frequency. A lot of the muck and stuff that's getting undone and unwoven. That's where, it kind of turns to mush and then redissolves into, you know, wherever energy is redistributed at, universally. Um, some call it Gaia. Sometimes we refer to it as the universe, but really overall, who the hell knows? We won't know until we cross over. We're all kind of making stabs at this story, aren't we, Grim?
Yeah.
And it's Wild Card Wednesday. Did you know it? I'm gonna let that
It
sink
is
in.
Wild Card
It's
Wednesday.
Wild Card
Okay.
Wednesday. Do we have enough people here
Well,
following
it doesn't
along
matter
with
if
us?
we have one or a
Well, who
thousand.
do we have with us?
Well, I'm getting ready to go through that.
Oh,
here.
good. I could have asked that more nicely.
Jane Husky says hello, everyone.
Hello,
So
Jane.
does Michelle
Hello,
Caps.
Michelle.
We have Cheryl Vandenberg saying
Hello,
a
Michelle.
quick hello.
Cheryl.
Angela Turley says the Archies.
I love that.
And
Thank you.
Reference the song you were singing,
Yep.
the first one. Okay.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum,
And you
bum.
were singing it wrong. Oh, I recognized that.
I was singing it wrong?
No, you were singing it right. When you did that little it.
Well, that's not in the song. It's the music in the background.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
My bada bumpa.
Yeah, that's what. Because I never, you know me, I don't typically listen to lyrics. I am more of the.
I know. He listens to the music and I'm the lyrics. We're the opposite. And
We
then we
are.
like. No, I'm actually music and lyrics.
You do
I
music.
get.
You get caught up in music.
Music is my. Music is one of those places. That makes me think about our musician guild. Musician guild. I want to call it that, um, because that's what it is called currently. But I don't want you to think that you have to be a musician to be a part of the musician guild. The musician guild is for anyone and any witch out there in the purple door
Mm-hmm.
that wants to connect with music a little better, that does connect with music spiritually. So lately there are a few of us that will post kind of a song to vibe to for the day in there, and that's been really fun. There's a couple of us doing that. Mostly, I want to say AFOD and Alicia have been doing a wonderful job at kind of keeping that rolling, and I see a few other folks, including myself, adding a song or two. But please, we encourage you. That's what those guilds are for: is to explore deeper concepts of ourselves as witches and humans. Because here we are in this realm.
And it doesn't mean
deck.
that it's the musician guild. Someone to say it isn't geared anything towards specifically learning music. It's just for sharing
Right.
the love of music.
I mean, and we have like in our minds, we have down the road, we have a dream of having a drumming circle online together. We have a dream of, maybe someone wants to offer, voice lessons about freeing your voice, something like that. But we're not at that point yet. The right witch hasn't landed in the purple door, to take us to that next step. Everybody's got such busy lives, and so many folks are in various stages of being in or out of the broom closet, as it were. And no judgment whatsoever. Grim and I. What are you looking at, babe?
Do I hear thunder?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Thank you.
Remember Siege? It sounded like Siege on the Mistress. Anywho, I don't remember what I was saying there, but
Got sidetracked. I was saying hello. That was the Archies there. You're singing it right, Gussie from Susan. I call Brennan Honeypot through his childhood. That was JB. Oh, honey, honey, oh, sugar baby from Cheryl Vandenberg. Sugar, sugar.
Thank you,
That's
Cheryl.
Shannon Escher's here. Chrissy
Hi,
Reed. Kimmy
Shannon.
King.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Kimmy.
J.B. Ryan, my this life ancestors may be out of town. Visit to grandparents' grave today and beloved aunts. Shelley Brown, I love that song. Horse with No Name, Kimmy King. Um, no, I don't. You were singing it?
No, Horse with No Name. Actually, it's funny. We sang that song when we drove through the desert in a bus with no name. So that was our theme song as the Dupp family crossed from Washington State to Michigan
Yeah.
without air conditioning in the desert. But no, the song that I was thinking of is the one about, it's called Wildfire. I think that's even what it's called. And it's, um, I don't even remember who wrote it right now. I'm so sorry about that. Um, but I know it's, she ran calling wild. It was like there was a big storm and the horse broke down the gate and ran out into the storm and she went chasing the horse and she ran calling wildfire.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
then
wait,
and then
wait,
she
wait.
like died in the storm.
I think I just read somebody said Wildfire
Yeah, that was the song.
by Shannon Escher, by Michelle or
Michael.
Michael Murphy, Wildfire.
Michael Murphy, that's right. I was gonna say Michael McDonald, but that didn't seem right.
J.B.
So
Ryan's laughing at cheat codes.
I'm
Shelley says there's a chest code. Yeah, there is. If Gussie really wants something done, just show the chest.
oh come on, Grimmer.
Chores are done.
TMI, TMI. You gotta look a little lower each year though. Gussie, is it?
I love you, goddess. It was funny.
Thank you. Every year a little droopier.
Wild Card Wednesday.
Yes, let's do it. I've shuffled these little suckers. Love you. I don't mean that. Uh, Shuffled them well. We've got a Mystic Fair this weekend, Grim.
Yep.
And I don't look at that card popped right out like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So does that mean that goes away now?
No, I'm gonna leave it there.
Are you?
We're doing wild card, so that could mean almost anything.
Well, there you go.
It's Wacky Wild Card Wednesday.
Wildfire was written by John Mayer.
No, 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 no. Older than John Mayer. No, no, older than John Mayer. It's the Michael Murphy one.
That goes back to like the 70s.
Yeah, I'm talking like the 70s. Yeah, it's
What's
cool
your
song.
favorite, before you read that card, what's your favorite 70s era song?
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I have one.
Grimmer.
I know.
I don't even know that I could put. No, I couldn't
You couldn't?
answer. No, because there are so many songs that like stood for different points in my life that I like
Oh, okay.
associate moments, glorious moments.
I feel you there.
So it would be too difficult. But
I-
what you got? What you got?
For me, what I'll say is when I hear this particular song, it'll put me in the mood to go into a string of other music in that genre.
Okay.
Almost
what
every
is
time.
Cool.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, you do love that
Oh
song.
if that song comes up, I'm into that. That'll pull me out of any funk.
You know, he recently died, I believe. Like
I think he died a while ago, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
What was his name? Lightfoot? No.
Yeah, it was either Jim Croce or Gordon Lightfoot. As Michiganders, we should be ashamed that
I know,
we
but
can't remember that.
I think it was Gordon Lightfoot.
These guys will tell us.
Time in a Bottle, that's Croce. If I could save time. Never mind.
Aww, that was so sweet.
I love you. I think I'm blushing.
Why did you act like I was upset with you?
No, I just got suddenly timid. That is a hard song to sing.
Here, put your hand behind your face like this. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got timid.
So,
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, so.
Oh, House of the Rising Sun.
Oh,
damn, that's a song.
I do love. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. I love that
That
song.
is a good song. Wow. All right, what else you guys got?
I mean, there are so many songs from that time frame, the 70s and 60s, 70s, and 80s.
I, you know,
I
I,
really love that era of those eras of
I,
music.
I've got to admit that I'm a product of the '80s, and there's a
90s too.
spot in my heart for '80s music. But in '90s, boy, I do enjoy that grunge music, the dirty rock. In 2000s, but
Say, it's really
I
hard to
mean,
pick.
we got some good music in but the '60s and '70s, for whatever the storytelling,
Oh yeah, there were some great
it
ballads.
was the storytelling within the ballad. Yeah, that's what I
You've been
love.
thinking about storytelling a lot
I
lately.
have been. I've been listening to a lot of my old stories that I got on video and developing a plan in my head.
I love that. I know that there are a bunch of folks right now that if I told them that you were considering getting back into your storytelling, that they would be like clapping and cheering and sending you hearts and hugs and love and all that stuff. So I hope they don't prove me wrong by that,
I
those
know.
of them
I
that are
know.
listening. But I think
We don't see
those,
we don't see the emoji reactions on
oh,
this.
true.
So,
So I think that, you know,
oh wait, Shelly just said yay.
I can't wait until you come up with what your next step is with that. I know you've
Yes.
thought about a few things. Hey,
Yeah.
wanted to tell you, wait, there was some, a little bit of spooky synchronicity I wanted to share. Dang, now I can't remember what it was. I thought these guys would really think it was cool.
Shelly Brown says, "Grim, tell us a story."
You can tell them a story about a little.
Shelly Brown also says, "Riders on the
Oh,
storm."
that's a good one too.
Oh wait, what's that other one that I love so
Into
much?
this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. I
That
love
is a
that
good
song.
one. The Highwaymen.
That's a good one.
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That's a good one. Well,
None of those you said. That one's not '70s though.
what
None
about
of those were.
telling the story about our new little friend?
No, because I'm actually working up a story that I'm writing
Okay.
right